Those are two donations, so a $3,000 donation and a $500 donation. And I don't have any clarity on how much publicity those donors want at this point in time. So I'm going to hold off on their names. That is public information. It's pretty easy to find. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they want to stay confidential. So we have $3,500 in the St. Andrews Project account, but we also know that Chaousis is going to cost us about 100% of that. As guidance to anybody that wants to make donations, that the town of Boothbay can receive those donations here at the town office. If you're inclined to make a donation, town of Boothbay, make sure you tell them that it's for the St. Andrews Project, and we'll make sure it ends up in that account. So that's the financial report. It's not very complex. We received $3,500, but we expect to expend that pretty quickly.
Is that information going to be put in the paper so other people besides us sitting right here will know?
We did send a quick blurb to the register at one point in time, but I think that you're right. We probably should reiterate that, because as the project gains momentum, people are going to want to know.
Yeah.
And this
Money and expertise.
Well, that's, yeah.
this project won't fund itself. Essentially, we will run out of money, especially if we intend on using Julius as our legal expert. He's not
And
expensive.
if I remember right, last week you did say that the money would go, anything left over, and I say that in quotes, would go to the ambulance?
Absolutely,
Yes.
Okay.
absolutely.
That should be put in the paper too.
The ambulance capital improvement fund.
Yeah.
So the Boothbay Board of Selectmen, since they're going to act as the fiduciary, we're going to act as a fiduciary agent for this account. I've already said anything left over, that's where it's going to go.
But I mean, that
And-
should be in the paper.
And then also people should recognize that the Boothbay Board of Selectmen haven't given this permission to run in the negative either. So if we run out of money, we run out of money, and we essentially stop. And really, my staff time and all the paper copies and stuff that we're doing right now, we're not really keeping track of. So the town of Boothbay is already kind of on the hook a little bit. So
Chuck, when you talk tomorrow morning to the group, are you going to give them information that we need, suggested information? For instance, any correspondence or agreement of any sort between the Gregorys and Miles, or any between the Gregorys and St. Andrews at that time. And that's one thing I thought of, and the relationship and interrelationship of this whole problem and the St. Andrews Village. I mean, those are two things I'd like to see.
Okay.
Especially any agreement that has anything to do with between the Gregorys and St. Andrews Hospital when they gave the land.
Yeah,
I think those are
topics that will be brought up.
okay.
I'm